All right, guys, today we're going to work on the backhand side. Now, if you looked at my tutorial on racket head speed and how pros don't lay their wrists back, but they just kind of relax their grip and go through it, I advise you to check it out. And also topspin. I had a little video on talking about coming up over the ball, but we didn't really talk about how that looks on the backhand side. And to be honest, as an instructor, backhands are a little easier to teach because, first of all, it makes you turn, right? You have to turn on, I'm talking about a two-hander, but even a one-hander, you still have to turn, all right? So that alleviates the arm. A lot of players just hit with their arm, so on their forehand. But backhand, you can't really do that. So that's one big thing that automatically is taught through this. But I want to talk about something that Novak Djokovic does really, really well, that even I looked at the tutorials or like the slow motion analysis of him, and no one really mentions it. So I made it so that you guys can see a white line, hopefully right here. And I'm just at the service line here, but I want you to notice that what Djokovic does, you'll see it in the slow motion clip of this, but notice that he keeps his racket on the left side of him. He's a righty, so on his backhand it's his left side. The racket stays on the left side of him a lot longer than a lot of players do. So what I mean by that is when I'm about to hit my backhand, and this has been the biggest thing for me to change. As you know, I've been self-taught, so learning this stuff on the fly, right? So one thing that I really focus on is making sure I pretend there's a white line or a line in front of me that separates my racket from my body. So I'm making sure I'm reached out like Djokovic does, but when he swings, he doesn't do this. When a lot of players I notice, they go like this across their ball, and then they finish like this because they see the pros do it, right? Even on the forehand, they see them go like this, but they're forgetting the most important part, and that's on impact, right? So when I'm hitting the ball, I want to make sure the racket head is on the left side of me because I'm a righty as well, so this is my backhand side, and I'm coming up on the ball, and notice that as I come up on the ball, I'm still on this side, and that's exactly what Djokovic does. He's here, and he's not here by the time it reaches his head. It's over, he's still on the left side of his body, and then he's able to come across over the ball and then go through here. So same thing if I'm hitting this way, notice that on my racket head is back, and when I hit it, I'm still keeping on the left side of my body throughout impact all the way through, right? So I'm here, and then I go around. So again, a little quicker version of that.
So I would advise you to shadow swing like this a few times just to get used to it, and then you might be able to figure this out a little easier. So try that out, and hopefully that helps.
So if you see that, I'm staying on the left side of my body a lot longer than a lot of players I've noticed do. And that really takes away from the backhand going forward. And also I want you to take a look at how the ball spins. So when you hit your backhand, and I was just hitting with someone who actually who was on a college team, but sometimes his backhand, I can see it has a little bit of side spin or no spin at all. And that just means that the player has come across the ball or came at it flatly, right? So if you keep it on the left side of your body longer, what does that make the ball do? It's going to make the ball spin. I'm going to hit up on the ball and create spin through the ball. So that allows me to create top spin, and it's going to go forward and have more control. When it has side spin or no spin, very hard to control that. So again, recap, just make sure you're focusing on putting your racket head on the left side of your body all the way up to your head, so to ensure that you are hitting forward this way rather than across the ball. And you'll realize that you're going to have to reach out more, and you're going to have more power and more speed, and the ball is going to go towards your target a lot better. So give it a shot, and hopefully that helps your backhand.